Welcome back to American Agenda. I'm Katrina Zish. It's time now for The Other View. All right, well, First Lady fashion front and center today as Michelle Obama gears up for the release of her brand new book, The Look, where she opens up about her style and also some of the criticism she received for her wardrobe choices. As part of her book tour, People magazine featured the former First Lady on a new issue set to come out in November. Now, during that sit down with People, she was asked about the backlash that she received for one outfit in particular. You're looking at it there, a dress with no sleeves. Gasp. Michelle responded, suggesting her critics were being unfair, saying, quote, "I could pull up pictures of Jackie O in a second and see this fashion icon in sleeveless dresses as First Lady. So at a point you're like, oh, this is politics. If you can't beat them, make everybody scared of them." That was the motto. And though the criticism Michelle faced may have been unfair, frankly, I just think it's typical. That's how it goes. People are never going to love everything you do. Famous designers around the world, she was their darling. They clamored to dress her. I know many of them. Riccardo Tisci for Givenchy. He did a beautiful couture gown for Michelle for a state dinner in 2011. Also Donatella Versace, who dressed her in 2016. But not every First Lady has gotten the same royal treatment, no pun intended, as Michelle Obama. Current First Lady Melania Trump has been shunned from the fashion world entirely and ruthlessly criticized for her style for pretty much as long as she's been in the spotlight in the White House. Headlines such as 5 Melania Trump outfits that totally missed the mark, to Vanity Fair's article, Melania Trump's most controversial fashion choices. And this one's interesting. Last summer, Vogue blatantly erased Melania from history, although they never included her, while recapping photo shoots that they had done with each First Lady for their covers and the magazine, going from Hillary Clinton to Laura Bush, Michelle Obama, and way back in history. And then they skipped right over Melania the first time that she was in the White House, and then ended up with Dr. Jill Biden. It's not that they skipped showing her picture. They just never put Melania Trump on the cover while she was First Lady. All right, joining me now, Senior Fellow at the American Principles Project and Director of Early Vote Action, Paula Scanlan, alongside former New York Congresswoman and board member at the Independent Women's Forum, Nan Hayworth, and also the host of Newsline, Bianca de la Garza, still in the studio with us in New York City, so we're lucky to have you with us. All right. Nan, you and I always talk about fashion. Every time we're here, we talk about shoes, talk about the outfits. That's kind of our thing.
Well, because you are so fashionable.
And right back at you. But, you know, here's what I think is interesting. It's not that Michelle Obama it got criticized. I mean, I'm not surprised that she did, because every person who is a First Lady, whether you love their style individually, there are always going to be haters out there. There's some people who are really nasty to Michelle Obama, and I agree with her. Then it's just about politics. As we're seeing, though, it's much bigger with First Lady Melania Trump, because you had basically the queen of the fashion industry, that is Anna Wintour, the editor-in-chief of Vogue, my former boss, who is very democratic. She always has been. She simply did not like Melania Trump or her politics. She said, well, we only put women who are leading change on our covers, implying, of course, that Melania Trump was not leading change, leaving her out of the magazine. And then, well, designers shunned her completely, because all the designers always want to please Anna Wintour. So then Melania didn't have the stable of amazing designers clamoring to dress her. So she had a very different type of criticism than I would say a typical First Lady had.
Absolutely. She was targeted because they reviled her husband. Dolce & Gabbana did dress her, so that was
not
a notable
American
exception.
Designers.
No, true, Italian. And I was when I was in Congress, I was up close with Mrs. Obama a couple of times, and I thought she's quite beautiful. Gorgeous skin, wonderful shoulders. I think she looks marvelous in a sleeveless gown, and I don't let my politics get in the way of that, even though I disagreed vehemently with her husband. And isn't there some area where we all as Americans can agree that we can celebrate American style and prominent women who may be asked to exemplify it in certain ways, irrespective of party?
Yeah, I agree with that. You know, Bianca, I think what's interesting also is the fact that Michelle Obama was right. I mean, frankly, she had great arms. She was known for actually having really great arms. Great. I don't have great arms. I don't wear sleeveless. That's kind of how it goes. You know, but again, I think a lot of people may be saying, oh, come on, you had everyone wanting to dress you. You have designers who still love you. You were on the cover of Vogue 3 times. Do we really need to hear you talk about how you were criticized?
Well, as you were setting up this whole story, I'm like, give me a break. This is to sell the look. Are we really supposed to believe that Michelle Obama felt so awful? She was so criticized by everybody. That's not true. She was loud at everybody.
She also said she didn't really care.
But she wasn't. I mean, this is to create. This is a narrative to try to push her book, The Look. Nobody was saying that, you know, overall that she wasn't actually a fashion icon. I remember her floral dresses, and you know, people loved what she looked like. I mean, you're saying it's. What about women supporting women? Again, I just think anything she says is a little disingenuous. Yeah. It's all tied into the book.
And a little whiny.
It is a little whiny. It's like, get out the smallest violin or the smallest stiletto, okay, Michelle Obama. And great, she had great arms, perfect. But I mean, at the end of the day, Melania Trump, who probably is the most beautiful, elegant first lady in the office, maybe since Jackie, who actually was a supermodel, could wear all of these amazing designers, is still there. And every time she does a photo shoot, wow, she is still so spectacular to look at. So you know what? Who needs Vogue when you have
here's the thing, though. This is
social media.
Bianca, here's the thing that's interesting, though, is Anna Wintour was recently in the White House meeting with President Trump specifically about tariffs on fashion. And I mean, you would think that he might say, well, what do you think about putting Melania on the cover? Melania has made it clear she doesn't even want to be on the cover anymore because she doesn't need to be on that cover. But I just quickly, before we wrap, Paula, also what I think is very interesting about First Lady fashion in general, whether it's Michelle Obama or Melania Trump, is they have such power to put young designers on the map. Jason Wu, who's a very close friend of mine, he became very, very famous because of what he did for Michelle Obama. Also, Adam Lippis, who designed Melania Trump's inauguration outfit this year. I mean, he saw his sales go way, way up. He's also dressed Dr. Jill Biden. But again, the power of fashion for these first ladies is why I, at least as a fashion lover, think this is important. This is not frivolity.
Absolutely it is, and designers should want to dress Melania because first off, she's a beautiful fashion model already. I mean, we all see her. I don't care what you believe politically. If you have anything to say about Melania's looks, I don't know.
Your clothes are going to look amazing on her. So
they're going to look amazing. They might as well use it. It's a huge marketing opportunity. I mean, think about how many photo ops Melania and Trump are doing. Whatever you think politically, that's a great way to get yourself on the map. And so to anyone who's not taking that opportunity because of politics or they don't like Donald Trump, honestly, let them. They're losing their own marketing experience.
And they mentioned the faux pas. I just remember Kamala Harris had those Converse sneakers on the cover of Vogue, and she was kind of mad too because they had 2 options.
They were $900.
That was the faux pas, but nobody wrote that.
They were $900 sneakers, I think. No, Martin Margiela. Margiela, thank you.
I thought they were Converse.
$900. No, but you're right. There were those too.
Yeah.
But they were $900 sneakers. She was getting.
Listen, everyone. I will say, everyone has clothes, wears clothes, but not everyone has style. So we'll just leave it there. Melania Trump, she sure does have style. All right.
She wear a paper bag.
A lot of people said she should wear trash bags because they didn't like her politics. But anyway, we'll leave it there.